Good day, everyone. My name is Dalpoliano, and today we are going to discuss about the Module 1 and 2 of Language Policies and Programs in Multilingual Contexts. Module 1, Lesson 1, it's all about language policy, means the rules or plans made by a government about how languages should be used in a country. According to Kaplan and Baldoff, 1997, it includes laws, regulations, and practices that help guide language use in society. It also helps protect the rights of people to use and keep their own languages. Next, the official language is a language that a government gives special status. It is usually used in government offices, laws, and official documents. Some countries also use official languages to help indigenous groups communicate with the government using their native language. Example of an official language. Official languages are the languages used by the government for official purposes. For example, Singapore has four official languages. These are English, Malay, Mandarin, and Tamil. However, Malay is the national language. Next, countries with no official language. Some countries do not have an official language. These include the United States, United Kingdom, Australia, Costa Rica, and Eritrea. Even if they do not have an official language, English is commonly spoken in the United States, United Kingdom, and Australia, while Spanish is commonly spoken in Costa Rica. 2. About purpose and importance of language policy. Language policy is important because it helps minority groups learn the national language while also protecting and preserving their own native languages. It supports the use and continuation of both indigenous and immigrant languages from one generation to another. Major goals of language policies. Language policies are created through cooperation between the national and state governments. Their goal is to protect and strengthen local languages and also help people learn English in their other international languages. So, the first known language, one of the earliest known written languages, is the Sumerian language. Its early writing period happened around 3300 to 3000 BC. The oldest languages in the world still widely used today. First is the Tamil, about 5,000 years old and spoken by millions of people in Sri Lanka and Singapore. Next is the Sanskrit, an ancient Indian language found in religious scriptures. Coptic language, an ancient Egyptian language still used in church services. Next is the Hebrew, an old language that became the official language of Israel. Greek language, a language with more than 3,000 years of written history. Next, Basque language, a unique language spoken in parts of Spain and France. Next, Lithuanian language, one of the oldest Indo European languages. Persian language, or Farsi, spoken in Iran, Afghanistan, and Tajikistan. Next, Irish language, a Celtic language with ancient origin. Next, Icelandic language, the national language of Iceland. Chinese language, spoken by more than a billion people. And lastly, Arabic, the language of the Quran and spoken by millions. So many languages have existed since ancient times. Some disappeared, but others survived and are still used today. Let's move on to Module 2, Lesson 1, the concept of language. Language is a way people express their ideas, thoughts, and feelings. Different scholars explain language in different ways, but they all agree that language helps people communicate with others. Henry Sweet explained that language uses speech sounds that form words and sentences to express ideas, while Bernard Bloch and George L. Trager said that language is a system of sounds used by a group of people so they can cooperate and communicate with each other. Types of language use. Language can be used in different ways, such as first, in conversation, talking with other people, like friends, family, peers, and etc. Next, narration, telling a story or events. Third, recitation, repeating or presenting something aloud. Next, teaching of language, using language to teach in the classroom. And lastly, inscription, writing or speaking alone. Functions of language. Language has many important functions in human life. First is the means of communication. People use language to send messages through speaking and writing. Second, transmission of culture. Language helps pass traditions, values, and beliefs from one generation to another. Third, means of thought. People use language to think and organize their ideas. Fourth, diffusion of knowledge. Language helps share knowledge in schools, homes, and society. Fifth, cohesive political force. Language can influence politics and unity in a country. Next is the unites people. People who share the same language feel connected to each other. Next is the cultural identity. Language helps show the culture and identity of a group of people. Next is the existence of society through cooperation. Language helps people work together in a society. Therapeutic function. Kind or comforting words can help reduce stress and pain. Next is the means of socialization. Language helps people interact, share ideas, and build relationships. And lastly, expressing ideas. Language allows people to clearly express their feelings, thoughts, and desires. Language is very important in human life. It helps people communicate, share culture and knowledge, build relationships, and cooperate in society. Without language, it would be very difficult for societies to function and progress. Let's proceed to Lesson 2, the basic features of language. Language has different parts that work together so people communicate clearly. First is the phoneme, the smallest unit of sound in a language. Second, the morpheme, the smallest part of a word that has meaning or helps form words. Third, lexeme, the meaning of a word based on the dictionary definitions. Fourth, syntax, the correct arrangement or order of words to form a sentence. Lastly, the context, the situation or way words are used in a sentence to understand their meaning. All of these parts work together to help people understand each other. Characteristics of language. Language has special qualities that make it useful for communication. First is the displacement. People can talk about things in the past, present, or future. Second, arbitrariness. Words do not always have a direct connection to their meaning. Third, productivity. People can create new words and sentences. Fourth, cultural transmission. Language is learned and passed from one generation to another. Fifth is the discreteness. Language is made of separate sounds and words. Next is the duality. Small sounds combine to create meaningful words. Next is the human entity. Language is mainly used by humans. And lastly, language is living. Language changes and develops over time. Functions of language. Language is used in different ways in daily life. First is the instrumental, used to express needs or to get something done. Second, regulatory, used to give instructions or tell others what to do. Third, interactional, used to communicate and build relationships with others. Fourth, personal, used to express personal feelings, ideas, and opinions. Fifth, the heuristic, used to learn and discover new knowledge or languages. Next is the imaginative, used in stories, literature, and creative thinking. And lastly, representational, used to share information, facts, and messages. Elements of language. First is the receptive language, what a person understands when listening or reading. Second, the expressive language, how a person communicates ideas through speaking or writing. And lastly, the pragmatic language, how language is used in social situations, including tone of voice, facial expressions, and body language. And that's all. Thank you.